What up, everybody? This your boy Black Megas, and as you can see, I shaved a quick shave as I'm not totally clean shaven. I have to go home and use a razor to get rid of the rest, or I may just not. Shit's just gonna come back. Yeah, kind of indifferent with that right now. The way things have been going with this pandemic and shit. Speaking of indifference, though. It's kind of crazy because today news came out that Rush Limbaugh died. Now I didn't know, and I don't know who that is calling me, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit the button. They can leave a message. You're not gonna interrupt this goddamn video. God damn it, whoever you are. And it's a Washington D.C. number too, so I don't know who the fuck that is. Anyway, but yeah, Rush Limbaugh died, and somebody told me, I didn't even know. I found this out maybe 4 hours ago, something like that, like sometime midday, and somebody was like, "Yo, your boy died," and I'm like, "Who?" And they were like, Rush Limbaugh. I was like, "Well, one, he's not my boy. I wasn't a fan of his punditry, so why are you calling him my boy?" Two, okay, and that was pretty much my response. They were trying to say I'm angry, but it's like, no, what the fuck I'm mad for? I'm totally indifferent, to be quite honest. I'm not sitting here celebrating like people. Like, I've heard like people have been going off and been like, yay, Rush Limbaugh is gone. No more like, bullshit from him and all that. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess. But it's nothing to be happy about, in my opinion. Like, he has been known to say some horrible things. And I've commented on some of the horrible things that he said. But I didn't waste that much energy on him. And I don't really waste that much energy on a lot of the pundits. I'm more concerned with the politicians and the shit that they do and say than, these pundits. Mind you, I do feel strongly that a lot of these guys out here, spewing this bullshit like Tucker Carlson and telling lies and just general misinformation, that's wrong, and I have no respect for them at all. And I will always say, do not listen to these motherfuckers, because they clearly are trying to just play on the willfully ignorant and just people who don't know better, period. So now, like, they can all go to hell, as far as I'm concerned. And I think that's where it stops, because the time and the energy to just continually go off on them, yeah, I don't have it. I'll comment on somebody's shit on Twitter every now and then, mostly to fuck with the people that I know that retweets this shit. Because I know a couple of people who retweet, let's just say I know a couple of Trump people. I don't speak to them really anymore, but I still maintain like kind of like an eye towards their social media, because I'm just that type of person when it comes to things that fascinate me. Like, I'm just generally fascinated by the level of fucking ignorance and stupidity that they're willing to believe in, and that they're willing to spread, and they're willing to spit themselves. It is a pretty interesting thing, and I swear people give no fucks about like anything when driving. Jesus Christ, y'all will. It's funny because I care and I end up being like the victim of so much of their bullshit. Them not caring, they seem to just get away with everything. Fuck. Anyway, that's a weird side tangent. But yeah, it's just like, I'll post that shit because I know they're still following me, and I know they won't say anything because they know better. They know how I can get when it comes to this shit. That, and I'm sure they make it up in their mind was like, well, he's just a fool, blah 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 blah. How they make up in their mind how like fucking uh you know cursed they are, or how they're treated so bad. The Carano thing, the Gina Carano bullshit about like, oh, we're persecuted, like we're fucking in a Holocaust, dumb shit. Like they're on that shit sometimes too. Or they just will like make meat comments. Like one person I remember made this comment like, I just wish politics would get back to the same where people wouldn't feel the need to always harass people because of their views and blah 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 blah. And it's like, motherfucker, you're one of those people who support a person who did nothing in his tenure but harass people. Even before he became president, he harassed people for how they felt and about like things that benefit even you. But hey, it is what it is. At the bottom end of the day, though, like Rush Limbaugh's dead. Okay, cool, but I just don't have no real emotional feeling for it. Like I'm not just like, yes, Rush is gone. Especially since we live in a world now where there are just so many like people. There's worse people than Rush Limbaugh around. Ben Shapiro, who is now like going to be making movies with Gina Carano, who's been saying god awful things. Tucker Carlson's still out there being a fucking like horrendous dick. Bill O'Reilly may be off TV, but he's still lurking around talking a lot of shit. Fucking Kevin Sorbo, Hercules, is a fucking menace to society with this shit. Like, there's just so many fucking people who support like these horrible people who do horrible things, that it's just like, okay, so we lost one, we gotta like still got a lot more that's gonna like be a problem. So I don't know, maybe that's why I'm indifferent. It's cool. I mean, if you're happy he's dead, like, yeah, okay. I can think of a lot worse people, like I said, to be happy to see gone from this earth. Rush Limbaugh, to me, ain't one of them. He's just Rush Limbaugh. Alright. Yeah. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go in the house. Not a great day, but better than yesterday. So that helps. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in the house right now. Because I'm tired and a bit frustrated and just got a lot to contemplate and work on right now. Anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll hit you later. It's your boy Black Mason. I'm out. Deuces.